Hello and welcome. Hello, it's Debbie Gilbert from the Best Business Women Awards, and really excited today to be joined by Susan Barrett from Rabbit Training, who was a finalist in two categories in 2018, Best Business Services and our STEM category, and also was a finalist in 2019 in our STEM category. So welcome, Susan. Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
So, Susan, tell everybody about your business. You know, your business has been going since 2001, so nearly 20 years now. So tell everybody what you do and what made you start your business.
So I'm a Microsoft Office and Microsoft Windows trainer and a SpliceCom telephony trainer. Mm-hmm. I have been a trainer, now I always say for over 20 years, but of course if the business has been running for nearly 20 years, it's got to be a lot more than that now. But so it's been a trainer for over 20 years. And previous to that, I was in secretarial roles, and I found I was the one that was helping other secretaries. So I decided to become a trainer. And before starting my own business, I was working for training companies providing courses on Microsoft Office and then technical courses on Microsoft Windows and IP telephony.
Wow. And so how have you grown and developed the business over the years?
Yeah, I mean, I decided to start my own business, not from sort of any major eureka moment. It was just sort of outside factors made the decision for me. As we got purchased by another organisation, we were going to be moving offices, and I just thought it was a good time to sort of try providing a personal training service myself. And I wanted to provide bespoke targeted courses in Microsoft products so that companies were paying for training that was relevant to their staff and their business, and to help them save time and money by ensuring that they were using their Microsoft Office tools efficiently. So I've been slowly working with small to medium-sized companies over the years, helping them to just get the most out of their Microsoft applications, providing one-day courses where I might run 2 half-day training courses on Word or Excel. Other companies might have asked me to come in once a month or every 6 months and work through training their staff up to a good business level in Microsoft Office products.
Fabulous. So what made you enter the awards back in 2018?
I think it was to help advertise my business in a way, get some PR for my business, and just make it for customers and potential customers aware that I was there, and to obviously for the PR opportunities, but also as well, I mean, it has been such a fabulous experience for me to gain so much confidence in myself and understanding that I'm running a successful and useful business. That part of entering awards has been absolutely fabulous for me.
And so last year you were a finalist again, and then you came to us and said, could you get involved on the other side? Could you be a sponsor? Which we were delighted to be working with you. And we also invited you onto our judging panel because you're very analytical. So we figured you'd be a great asset to our judging panel. So what made you decide to step over to the other side and come on the side of the judging and the sponsoring?
I think because the whole process had given me so much confidence in myself and in my business and what I was trying to achieve with my business, that I wanted to be a part of ensuring that these awards are then available to other business women. So they also know that they're brilliant and successful and what they're doing is worthwhile. And of course I want to go to the awards night, which is just such an amazing night.
So you're sponsoring the financial services category, and you will be one of the judges on that panel, one of 3 judges. So what sort of things will you be looking for in their entries?
I think the case studies and the testimonials are the most important bit. I think they're the thing that will make an entry stand out. I think if you can show that other people, your customers, your contacts, have the belief in you and your business and what you are achieving for them, and that the service you're giving is giving them so much benefit, I think that's will be very interesting to read and will make an entry stand out.
Yeah, because it's not going to be about what's going on at the moment with the lockdown. We're really trying to get people to focus down on what they've achieved over the last few years, because we're not in a normal business environment at the moment, and obviously the way we're doing business has changed dramatically. So we really want people, don't we, to focus down on what they've achieved over the last few years, not necessarily what's been going on. But obviously if you have been doing amazing things during COVID-19 and you have been able to maybe talk to your clients over Zoom and do some extra bits and pieces for them, then they need to share that as well, don't they?
Yeah, I think the entries need to go right back to the very beginning and just find as many testimonials, comments, case studies that they can over the years, obviously depending on how long they've been going, but also as well anything that they've been doing during the lockdown would be fascinating to read. How they've transformed their business and tried to work around the lockdown will be fascinating.
Yeah. So over 20 years in business, what tips can you share with anybody thinking about, starting a business, or maybe they're thinking of entering the awards, or what are your top takeaways for the last 20 years? What are your business tips?
Getting advice and help from other people, definitely. I mean, the network marketing for me was the best thing that I did to help my business. But all of the networking groups that I've belonged to have all given me so much support and advice and help. Business women are very good at offering their assistance. And you don't know it all. You can't know it all. It's absolutely impossible. So to have that advice from people who understand PR, who understand marketing, who understand finance, how to promote your business and so on is absolutely crucial. Just ask everybody as much information as you can to help you run your business.
And anyone who's thinking of entering the awards and not really sure about, sometimes people think it's like tooting their own horn and, bragging about what they've achieved. I mean, what would you say to them?
Do it, brag. Definitely brag. But it's not about that really. It's about your own sort of inner self-confidence that you do have a successful business. You are brilliant. And you deserve the accolade that you get for providing your customers with such a fabulous service. And I think that will help you to then feel confident to be out there and publicise your business.
And how are you managing the lockdown with your business? Are you able to take your training online?
Yes, very much so. Yes, it's I was providing online training before the lockdown anyway, so it wasn't a massive transformation for me. So I was providing one-to-one online training via Zoom and Skype and Teams, sort of running workshop type sessions with people. So to do this in the lockdown hasn't been an awful lot different. And actually the lockdown has given me the opportunity to provide lots of presentations at networking meetings and so on, which has helped to extra PR for me, really.
Yeah, it's gained extra publicity about your business, which
absolutely.
is great.
Yeah, it's been great for me.
Because I think you're one of those best kept secrets, certainly till I met you. I didn't know there were people like you doing that. So it was great to sort of meet you and find out more about what you did. And actually, there's a lot of people who are self-taught on Microsoft and just don't know where all these little nuances are and where all the little whizzy things that you can do on it. And I remember listening to a presentation you did and thinking, wow, that's so interesting, because there's lots of things on there that most people don't even know exist, do they?
No,
you find lots of light bulbs switching on.
Huge number of light bulbs going off when you're doing a presentation of just some very simple tips and tricks, which are really, really useful. And that's why I wanted to provide companies with Microsoft Office training in a sort of a tailored way to suit the company for their particular needs, because their staff probably were on training, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. And so either they've forgotten it or they've got into a rut using the same thing that they've been used to using. And it's just having that memory, sort of jogging the memory of things that they've forgotten were there that they can use. And it would just speed up their use of their Microsoft products so much, be so much quicker for them.
So thinking back to when you entered the awards, you strike me as quite a methodical person. How did you approach your entry? What did you do when you were putting your entry together?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same whenever I do sort of any writing of any kind, because I also provide technical authoring services, is just to throw everything down first of all, because you can't start off logically. So you've got to just throw it all down in a Word document, or even just write it down on a piece of paper, gather together all your case studies, all your testimonials, just put it all into one pile. It doesn't matter if it's a mismatch, but just jot down everything, save it, walk away from it for a week or a couple of weeks, and then come back to it again. And then again, read it through, refine it, reword it. And actually often you find actually you don't reword it a great deal. Actually, you think you're just throwing it down, but actually when you just throw it down and don't think about it, you actually find it's not as bad as you think it's going to be, and you don't have to refine it a great deal. And then again, a couple of weeks later, read through it again, and then I got my family to read it. I would advise actually to try and get more people to read it. Try and get, if you've got some business friends as well, it would be useful to get them to read it. But I got my family to read it, and which was really useful, because particularly for my daughters who are teenagers, to understand, my career journey and understanding what my business does. I think if they understood it, then I was hopeful then that the judges understood it.
Brilliant. Well, it's been lovely to chat to you today. So Susan is sponsoring the Best Financial Services category this year. So we're looking for women who have potentially got an IFA business. They might be mortgages, they may be working in insurance. So anyone working in financial services or financial services products would be eligible to enter this category. And she's going to be very excited to read all those entries, aren't you, when they come in?
Can't wait. It'd be so exciting.
Thanks for joining us today, Susan, and have a great day.
Thanks, Debbie. Bye-bye.